We are looking at the best players for 100,000 coins and under. We have icons, informs, and heroes in this list. That being said, let's go into the first one. So the first one is going to be Luka Modric, Team of the Week. This card is unbelievable. 4-star, 4-star. Really good base stats. Look at his agility and balance, composure. Great short pass and long pass as well. Yes, he does need a little bit of a boost on acceleration and sprint speed. But in terms of traits he has outside the foot, so you know those Travellas are going to be coming in everywhere in terms of crossing and shooting. If we were to look at his current price, 94,000 coins. So he is on the list of the budget, but he is unbelievable. If you need that La Liga midfielder, I highly recommend getting him. Moving on to our next player. Rule Breakers, Calvin Phillips is our second choice. I did a review on him. He's not lengthy, but he feels like it. He is one of the best CDMs in the Prem. He is also under 100,000 coins as well, and he has some extremely rounded stats. If you were to put an anchor on him or a shadow, you are going to have yourself one of the best CDMs in the game. In terms of prices, he is also 94,000 coins, so an absolute bargain there. We are going to stay with Man City with our next choice. That is Kevin De Bruyne, 4-star, 5-star. Again, this card is unbelievable, really well balanced as well. As you can see here, great dribbling, composure, great long pass, great finishing. If you need that cam from the Premier League, especially to link to Phillips, he is your guy. He has the best traits in the game as well, outside the foot shot with early cross, so you can do those Travella crosses, no problem. He's only coming in at the price of 83,000 coins. That being said, we're going to stay in City again and move on to another player on the list. It's going to be Haaland. Yes, he's a little bit old now in terms of card value and stuff like that, but if you need a clinical striker and you love playing through balls, he's your guy. Because he has his own run on New Gen, it makes him unbelievable with that lengthy accelerate. As you can see, great finishing. Not the best traits, unfortunately, but unbelievable composure and short pass for someone of his height as well. Being 6'5", that's something you have to remember. He is going to be very, very strong on the ball. But the problem being is his weak foot, and that is why he's only this price. 77,000 coins. His price will continue to drop throughout FIFA as well. And if you just need that guy to win you headers from corners or crosses, especially with some of the midfielders that we've mentioned, he is going to help you out massively. We are going to move on to a special card now who can play centre-back and CDM. And that's out of position Seko Fofana. I did a review on this card, and he blew me away how good he was. We played him as a CDM. I've played against him a lot as a centre-back as well, and he is so difficult to get past. Completely dominates the midfield, completely dominates the box as a centre-back as well. Good short pass and long pass for a centre-back or CDM. Really good composure, ball control and dribbling for somebody that is the height of 6'1", as well as having great defensive awareness. You stick a shadow on this guy and you are laughing. No traits, unfortunately. We had to look at his price. At 71,000 coins, you can have yourself one of the best midfielders in League and all best centre-backs. That being said, let's move on to the next player. The next one is an SBC, and he is our only SBC. As of recording, he is out at the moment, and I highly recommend go doing him. I did a player review on him, and that's Higuain, end of an era. He dribbles like he should not. His card does not suggest how good his dribbling is. Do you see here, high-low, 4-star, 4-star. Too many good stats with this card. Great header and accuracy, great composure, great finishing, shot power, long shots, great acceleration, sprint speed. Even good balance and agility for somebody that's 6'1", and outside the foot shot. I did a review on this card, if I haven't already mentioned it. He was unbelievable. For the price of about 50,000 coins, he is a super sub of dreams, especially on New Gen being lengthy already. We are going to look at his price because he's not on there, but we are going to move on to our next player, which is going to be a Zambo, road to the knockout, who's got his final upgrade, 87 rated, medium-low, 3-star, 3-star, can play CDM or centre mid, and he has some of the most rounded stats in Serie A at this moment, with the agility, balance, the composure, the short pass, the long pass, the shot power, the acceleration and sprint speed. He is the perfect defensive midfielder with the stand, tackle, defensive awareness, as well as the strength and stamina. No traits, unfortunately, but if we were to look how much he is on the market, 68,500 coins, and he is completely worth it. If you have a Serie A team and you're looking for that midfielder, he is your choice. Now we're moving on to Correa Team of the Week, and this card is 100% a cheat code. It's 4-star, 4-star, high, medium, can play striker, centre forward, or right wing, and he starts in the right wing position. So for chemistry, he's perfect. I would play him up front. I play against him a lot in Elite Division, and he causes me so many problems. It's because of his agility, balance, his sprint speed, his finishing, his shot power. This card should not be 85. It should definitely be higher. And in terms of traits, he has outside the foot shot, so you can imagine, again, the Travellas are very, very serious with this card. In terms of prices, at 58,500, if you need that La Liga striker who's Argentinian and has some great links, he is your choice 100%. No doubt in my mind. Staying in La Liga. Are you tired of playing sweat teams like this? Make sure you go to Alt Nice, select Foot 23 coins, choose which console and how many coins you'd like to buy, select your payment method, and don't forget to add code NaNNiK for 6% off on all orders. We've got our first goalkeeper, and he is hands down the best goalkeeper in the game. He is unbelievable, being 6'6", as well as having giant throw and come for crosses. With the links he has with the Mendy, the Rudigers, the Militaos, the Benzemas, and obviously, of course, Vinicius Jr., he can get you full chem all the time. If you've packed this guy untradeable, you've got yourself an endgame goalkeeper. He's currently coming in at a price around 44,750 coins. For a guy that's going to be in your team for the whole of FIFA, that is not a bad price at all. He will fluctuate with prices with SBCs as well, and I think he is a go-to. We are going to move to our first icon today, and that's base 86 Kluivert. I did a review on this guy as well, so make sure you check it out on the channel. He's high, low, 4-star, 6'2", and he was so good. With an architect, he can become lengthy as well, especially on new gen being so important. And his Travellas and his finishing is outstanding. In terms of traits, as you can see, they're outside the foot shot, but nothing else too crazy. But he's got good balance and agility for someone at 6'2". Amazing sprint speed and acceleration, as well as finishing and shot power, and pretty good composure. In terms of market price, he is 81,000 coins by now. You could definitely get him cheaper on bid. And if you're looking for that Dutch link or an icon striker to really carry your team forward, he is your man. But if you're not satisfied with him, we have another striker, and that's base Crespo. Very, very similar to Kluivert being 4-star. Some really good acceleration, sprint speed, amazing finishing, amazing composure, amazing agility. Pretty good shot power and long shots as well, and amazing headering accuracy. In terms of trait, just finesse shot and power header. No outside the foot shot, so no Travellas, unfortunately. He can do them, but just not consistently. In terms of prices, you're looking around 89,500 coins, so a little bit more than Kluivert, but I think Kluivert is a little bit better in my opinion. But again, I've done a review on him, so make sure you check them out if you're not sure. Moving on to our next position, it's going to be base Lampard. He is an SBC and he's still out. I highly recommend going and finishing him if you need somebody who's going to play cam / a box-to-box attacking midfielder. Did a review on him. He was unbelievable. His passing and his finishing was so good. We had a decent chem style on him, like a Hunter or a Hawk, just to boost up the acceleration and sprint speed. And he was unbelievable. His passing is so good, so consistent. Only power free kick. But in terms of doing direct corners with the corner goal glitch, he was scoring it every time. And he's got such good passing. If you're playing two strikers with one cam and behind, he is your man to get. He's so cheap as well, about 100,000 coins on the market or not, and the SBC is about 100,000. So if you've got untradables, it's going to be even cheaper. So have a look at his price on the market. So the cheapest on the market at this current time is 96,500, and that is such a bargain. With the architect, as I mentioned, he can be lengthy as well, so really helps you out the meta. That being said, moving on to our next player, going to be Mid Larson, and this card surprised me. He is 3-star, 4-star, medium. Very similar to his base, but he has much better finishing, great composure, really good agility and balance, nice acceleration, very good passing as well for a striker. Has finesse shot and team player, which obviously team player doesn't do too much. But I did a review on his base and his mid, so go check them both out. They are very, very similar. I lean towards more the mid, but the base is more expensive, so you're going to have to decide which one you want. In terms of prices, he is 75,000 coins. Yes, he's Swedish, so there's not many great links, and we do have another Swedish player in this list today. But I do recommend buying him if you need someone who's going to be dominant in the box, going to win those crosses, is going to get through on goal and score. He's very, very clinical and very, very good value for coins. Moving on to the next player, it is none other than Gold Rudiger. This card with that Courtois and Mendy link is an absolute cheat code. Really good defensive. Ignore the balance and agility. He's lengthy, so that 91 sprint speed is basically like 91 acceleration as well. Great defensive awareness, great stand tackle and slide tackle. I played this guy with 1 chem, no chem and 3 chem, and I honestly do not notice the difference. He's that good. I was lucky enough to pack his 1 to watch and upgrades, and he's been in my team since the start of FIFA, and he's never left, and he's never leaving either. He is one of the best defenders in the game. In terms of price, he's coming in around 55,000 coins. It's just so cheap for a defender like this. His price will continue to drop as well, the more promos we get. icon swaps, World Cup swaps, etc. So if you need yourself a German or La Liga defender, he is the one. Or just a defender in general, definitely go. Moving on to our next player, going to be Heroes Freddie Ljungberg, and this year they've got his card right. 4-star, 4-star. I did a review on him, was thoroughly impressed. Really good acceleration, sprint speed, amazing finishing. You want to play him on the right-hand side. That is because he has outside the foot shot trait. Really good at Travellas. Fantastic at crossing as well. And he was just really, really good. He's very, very cheap. His price is around 54,500 coins. He has the Premier League link. So if you have a load of Premier League players, he will help them out with chemistry. Yes, he's from Sweden, so he won't get any other chemistry unless you have other Swedish players. But he's always on full chem, as well as being able to provide the Premier League links. And his card is so good for his value. Such a cheap price. We are going to stick with the Premier League now, moving on to our next player, which is Team of the Week, Saliba. If you can't afford Saliba, go buy the Gold Varane. They're very, very similar. But this card is just a little bit better in terms of what he provides. And he is 6'4", medium high, so the perfect work rates and height. Great slide tackle, stand tackle, defensive awareness. I packed him on the first week of FIFA, and again, he hasn't left my team. Him and Rudiger together are just a different type and level of defense. In terms of traits, just power header, nothing else. But he's so strong. He's really good on his feet as well with that short pass and long pass. So if you like to play out from the back, he helps you out massively. In terms of price, he is 46,500 coins. So like I said, if you need that French and Premier League link up, he's definitely the one. If you can't afford him, look at Varane. Gold Varane is also very similar. Just leaning more towards Saliba just because of his presence on the ball. It's something he's built in-game a little bit differently to how Varane is. That being said, moving on to our last couple of players, is out of position Lucas Vazquez. I did a review on this card. I managed to buy him at 35,000 coins when EA made a mistake. And he was unbelievable. As a CDM or a box-to-box or even a cam, he can play all three. 4-star, 4-star. So you can see there, cam, CDM, centre mid. Great finishing, great defensive awareness, great stand tackle, really good agility and balance, really good passing, good shot power, good acceleration and sprint speed. He is just very, very rounded. The only thing is a downfall is he has no traits. In terms of price, he is 49,500 coins. Very similar to Valverde. I did like Vazquez a lot. I can see his price dropping down a little bit more as well as the time goes on. If you're looking for that Real Madrid or Spanish player and you can't quite afford to do either the new player of the month Valverde or the road to the knockout Valverde, for example, I would honestly look at doing Vazquez and getting him in your team because he is like the cheaper version of him and absolutely unbelievable. On to our last two players. We have an icon and an out of position. Icon being base Roy Keane. And again, another year where he slides under the radar. If you need that out and out CDM who's just going to absolutely dominate the midfield, he's your guy. Medium high, unbelievable passing. I can promise you that. I did a review on him again. Short pass, long pass. He's like a quarterback CDM. I hate using that phrase, but he is. He can do the long balls. He can play the short balls. He wins every single tackle. He's also surprisingly very strong, especially against the likes of Haaland, stuff like that. You need a shadow on him, though, that is for sure, just to boost up that acceleration and sprint speed. In terms of traits, just the leadership. But price, he's very cheap. He's coming in around 73,000 coins. So he's very, very cheap for what you get. Again, icons are a bit disappointing on how they link with chemistry this year. But if you're looking for that 100% CDM to dominate, go get Roy Keane, that's for sure. And our last player for today is out of position Payet. I've played against this card so many times in Elite Division and he split me open. High, medium. People play him as a striker, so we're going to count him as a striker today. And he is unbelievable. He's lengthy. He's got really good acceleration, sprint speed, great agility, unbelievable shot power and long shot. So with the Travellas, with the outside the foot shot, he just splits you open every single time. He feels so good on the ball as well. Good passing in terms of short and long. So if you need someone who's a striker that can pass, he's your man. Being French in Ligue 1 as well, great links. But again, that is the last player for today. I have missed a lot of players off. There are so many, but these are my favourite picks for this week. If you have any questions, comment down below. If you are new to the channel, consider hitting that like button, subscribing. Catch you in the next one. See ya.